Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Greatly Grant channel. In this channel, we are talking about the UAG grant updates and information, and also we are also going to be updating you on the Theobarth and IMF and other grant informations. If you are new on this channel, consider subscribing so that when next we publish our next video, you will be kindly notified. Thank you once again for having me on Greatly channel. Bye for now.
Mr. Tunde Jr. And one thing I actually appreciate Mr. Tunde Jr. for at this other side, it's also the temerity with which he speaks. It could be very straightforward, raw, and things, but sometimes, he also, we need people like him in this ecosystem, honestly. Like I was saying before, that if there is a way, the energy that is being divided between these two, well, I call them these two soldiers, Reverend Moses of Abuja and Pastor Tunde Jr., if there's a combination or collaboration of their energy, I'm telling you the truth, we would really be having more progress. If they are seeing eye to eye, I think we'll have more progress than we have if they can bury their differences and look forward towards the same cause. He just mentioned something that was quite so funny to me, that if Pioneer is not ready, why don't you just give way for others that want to disburse? Let them disburse. If it is being said that without Pioneer there's no disbursement and they are not ready, and peradventure UAG wants to disburse, Theobarth wants to disburse, Supreme wants to, and the rest of them like that, and they are not, Pioneer is not ready. Why? What the masses care for right now is the money. It's not the process or the protocol. That's what the hungry man understand. It's the money. That is what preserves his life. That is what sustains him in this harsh and spiky economy. So I want you to listen to Tunde Jr. He's really hitting hard at something, and it's quite so encouraging. So, Pastor Tunde Jr., God bless you also for that part I've been able to listen to before I bring up this. All right, so please pay attention to Mr. Tunde Jr. as he opens up on this wise. Thank you. You have the floor.
A very good evening to you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, great grandfather, disbursement movement. Good evening, my ESCOs. Good evening, grand community. And good evening, Nigerians. Today is Tuesday, the 17th of February, 2026. And the time now is 6:43 p.m. I am Tunde Jr. I want to respond to some certain things that have been going on. Last week, there are some names that resurface in grant ecosystem that they tag as the more thought about as stakeholders. We have the likes of Senator Ned Woko, the likes of Senator Rocha Sukrocha, the likes of Senator Remi Tinubu, the likes of Senator Nana Shetima, and the CBN governor. These names was released last week as the names of the stakeholders everybody who have been talking about. Understand me? And I want to lend my voice on this, beginning to cognizance the humongous amount the stakeholders are promising, even though we are not doubting it. But my concern is, if really that these people mentioned here are the real stakeholders or few, of the, or that's a few of the stakeholders or some of the stakeholders, if I should put it that way. If this names given to us here that resurfaced in Grant ecosystem last week, there's no smoke without fire, or there's no fire without smoke, whichever way. If these people are to be some of the stakeholders we'll be talking about, I can now tell you that the likes of Senator Ned Woko, Senator Rocha Sekorocha, these people don't have grant now. They doesn't have grant of their own. Sometimes our brother Chief Akogun, he will tell that this stakeholder doesn't have grants. What he mean by that is that they don't have document to any grant, or yes, of course they don't have document to back up any grant. You understand me? So if these people they mention, I'm seeing here Senator Ned Woko, that of Okorocha, Remetunibu, Nana Setima, and the CBN governor, if these people are the stakeholders we have been talking about, or some of them, and then I will categorically tell you that these people, they don't have a grant of their own. That does not mean that they don't have grant to disburse. I am just saying that these people Rochas Okorocha did not travel out of the shores of Nigeria to look for grant now. Ned Woko did not travel out of Nigeria to look for grant, including Remitinibu, the wife of our president, and Nana Shetima, senator, CBN governor, did not travel out of Nigeria to look for grant now. So I am suspecting that it is still this year UAS grant that these people, government must find their way now. We know the wicked government we have. They must find their way now. Maybe in a bit to take the whole chunk of the grant. They now form stakeholders so that through the stakeholders they will collect whatever they want to, collect. Do you understand me? No wonder this thing have been delaying, and upon the delaying, they use continuous selling of slot to host them in. They use continuous selling of slot to host them in. No wonder this thing have been delayed, because you cannot tell me that the likes of Rochas Okorocha, Ned Woko, Remitinibu, Nana Chetima, and CBN governor are the stakeholders, the invisible stakeholders we have been talking about in Grant ecosystem. If these people are the real stakeholders that we have been talking about in this country, then I can tell you that they did not travel out of the shores of Nigeria to secure grant. They don't have grant of their own. They don't have documents to back any grant. These people do not have any document to back up their grant. They don't have it. So it is this. I am beginning to suspect that it is the same UAS grant that they want to disburse. Do you understand me? Because federal government of Nigeria, as ever they must find a way to lay their hand, or to dip their hand right inside this grant by forming these stakeholders that have been, that is delaying this grant. Because it is this stakeholder, it is these stakeholders that are delaying this grant. And I want to speak. If Pioneer is not ready, since their registration and subscription is to infinity, if Pioneer is not ready for disbursement, they should give away. Let UAAG and the other grant handler disburse their grant. If Pioneer or community project, if they are not ready, we subscribe for it. If they are ready, they should disburse their grant. But if they are not ready, they shouldn't hinder those that are ready from disbursing their own grant. They shouldn't. Because I know that the reason they have been shading these stakeholders before now is because if they made them known, everybody will ask them now, bring your document. You say you have grant. Some people will take it from there. We take it up from there. Since you say you have grant, bring your document to back it up. I can tell you, if these people are the real stakeholders, they don't have document to back up the grant. These people don't have document. When did the network travel out of Nigeria to go and secure grant for who? That is where they are being addressed. They are being addressed as stakeholders, not grant handlers. They did not travel out of the shores of Nigeria to secure grant. So they are not grant handlers. They call them stakeholders. Government must find a way. They must find a way. They call them stakeholders. We are not contending with them. But what I'm saying is, if Pioneer Community Project is not ready, they should allow those that are ready to disburse. They should allow them to disburse. If community project, if your registration, this community project, the Pioneer and whatever, if your registration is to infinity, if your own subscription is to infinity, step aside. Let those that are ready to disburse the grant. Period. You cannot be capable to what that is if you like, because we have taken it to another level. You see, this time around, it is either you disburse and disburse very quickly, or all of you will perish. All of you will die. All of you will perish. Thieves and criminals and wicked people. All of you will perish. If your subscription is to infinity, if your own subscription, Pioneer subscription, this Pioneer, so if this Pioneer subscription will not end, then, and I want to caution all the slot sellers. You see, all of you, all the slot sellers, all the advertisers and sympathizers of slot selling, you better stop forthwith. If you don't stop, I will add you to my prayer point. You better stop forthwith. If you don't stop, I will add you to our prayer list. All the slot sellers, because enough is enough. Why can't you ask yourself a question? When is this thing going to stop? You don't have conscience because you are making small change. Say slot. You said. You have been selling slot. Why can't you say I will not sell again? Must you say slot infinity? Is that your career? Is that your career to sell slot? Is it your career? Is your career to sell slot? Even if stakeholders say go and sell slot, why can't you say I don't think I can sell this thing again? Even the tire. I don't understand this people. You know the tire. You have sold slot for over, some of you have been selling slot for over 3 years, for over 4 years, for over 2 years. Even last year to this last year, you saw enough slot. This year, you still continue again. You don't get conscience. Don't you have conscience? You still have advertised slot. The ones they have been you have been selling, you have been subscribed. Have you delivered one? You people are thieves and criminals. Have you delivered one? Every day you come up and call your phone number. Subscribe. So you approve here. So you approve here. So you approve here. And then any of you, if you are subscribing even now, your name is sorry. I am telling you, because you are contributing to the delay. Your name is sorry. I was listening to one person. There was some person that was saying, Mr. President is not a problem. IMF are taken over from Mr. President. In fact, it was IMF that told that shifted the disbursement. That I say, see them. Evidence of Mr. President had approved disbursement. If Mr. President had approved disbursement, the evidence that Mr. President had approved disbursement is a lot in our various bank account. You understand me? They're not trying to shift blame from Mr. President to IMF has taken over. Who take over? Who told you? Who told you IMF has taken over? Take over what? IMF has take over what? If Mr. President had approved disbursement, even now, the evidence of there must be evidence. Evidence of Mr. President had approved disbursement is a lot. A lot will begin to, so people will begin to step a lot. That's the evidence. Until then, Mr. President has not approved disbursement. Period and simple. Thank you very much. Our tweeting, our indefinite marathon tweeting campaign is ongoing and it is yielding massive results. The people we are tagging, they are receiving our message, they have been confirmation upon confirmation upon confirmation. You see, this time around, we will fight to finish. Our prayers are seriously going on. Our indefinite 1-hour night prayers kickstarted yesterday. non-stop. It is non-stop from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. You understand me? Every night. It is non-stop until the last subscriber receive disbursement. Pharaoh, let my people go. Pharaoh, let my people go if you like. If you don't like whatever you see, collect it like that. Thank you very, very much. Elijah said, go and tell them there's a prophet in this land. The hour has come for us to call the attention of heaven and for heaven to take over. And if you're in grand community, this grand community that is full of reverends, pastors, bishops, I urge you all to join. Join us in our prayers, and when you are praying, pray aright. Join us in our own prayer. Join us in our own prayer. Pray like a soldier. The soldiers of cross. Soldiers of Christ. You understand me? You pray like a soldier. Pray like the children of the Most High God. We are not here to beg anybody, and we are not begging anybody. The hours of begging and calling for Nigerian help and authorities to help or to release, that hour has come and gone. We have entered the judgment time. It is a payback time. You understand me? It is a payback time. It is either you disburse or you meet God. Two things. Disburse or whatever message God prepared for you, receive it like that. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. All our strategies we are deploying, and they are working perfectly well. They are working perfectly well. This time around, Grand Community, I want to show you that God of heaven has taken over. God of heaven has taken over. The cries of home and dying masses has reached out to heaven, and the Lord has stepped into the matter. I can assure you of that. I can assure you God has taken over, and victory is ours. Victory is sure. Thank you very much. There are some pockets of complaints on my table concerning those of you that are selling slots. You know what you promise. Some of the wicked NGOs, you see, everybody must be very, very careful, even as this grant drops. Everybody, especially these NGOs, evil NGOs, listen and pay attention. Everybody must be very, very careful. Some NGOs, what they want to pay is quite different from what coordinators coordinated. You understand me? What some NGOs promise to pay their downliners is quite different from the outlines of the coordinators. You understand me? Like pay 3,000, collect 10 million, pay this one, collect this. Their own, so I said, template. The template of NGOs through which they sell their slot is quite different from the template of that of the coordinators. The reason I'm making this reference is nobody will be such changed or disenfranchised or short paid as this disbursement comes, because definitely disbursement must happen. It must happen. Of course, it must happen. Nobody must be short paid. Everybody must receive the due pay, the due payment accrued to him according to his subscription. You understand me? It's not that when others, if you subscribe for 10,000 to collect, let's say for instance 10,000 to collect 100 million. When others are paying 10,000 to collect 100 million, some will pay. Some will be paying when you pay 10,000, you collect 10 million, you collect 20 million. You understand me? That template from the coordinators, it is that template that you wicked NGOs. It is that same template that you must use during disbursement. Because I have received this complaint multiple times. The that some wicked NGOs has concluded an arrangement to short pay their downliners or their subscribers, those who subscribe through them. They have devised various means to short pay them. The template they are working on, what the coordinators, the template they have brought is quite different from what NGOs want to give their subscribers. The wicked NGOs want to give their subscribers what they wish, not according to the template of the coordinators. I want to tell you it will not work. Of course, it's not going to work. That is why whenever you hear our voice, it begins to pepper you. It begins to pepper you because of your devious means. It begins to pepper you. Let it continue to pepper you. You understand me? Let our voice continue to pepper you. But we will continue to speak truth to power. This subscription that people are doing, they are doing it with tears. It is promises. Some of them don't have food in the house. They say, let us gather this thing. If they pay, we are going to receive it. They just subscribe and go sleep empty with empty stomach. In terms of when the blessing matter, all of them must receive their due payment. Very, very important. All of them must receive their due payment. It is not how much you receive that is going to make you a trillionaire or a billionaire. It is God's wisdom. With the fear of God in you, He will increase it. You understand me? There are a lot of demons in grand community. A lot of demons that if you're not careful, you will not know the one to start to fight with. A lot of demons. You understand me? So, if you call yourself wicked NGO, that one is your own business. That one concerns you. But if you have this evil motive to short pay any subscriber, if you have any evil motive to subscribe to short pay any subscriber, I don't want to speak, but times are come and I will speak. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. In few hours to come, our prayer for tonight is going to kickstart. You understand me? It is indefinite until the last subscriber receives disbursement. It is indefinite. You understand me? Thank you very much and good evening. Tunde Junior.